Gentlemen,
how we doing?
You're doing well. Greetings. That's not it. I think everybody can probably hear me. Hello? Yep. Greetings. The people organizing the event have asked me to ask you to move in, please, so that as people come. That's right. Rally round. Welcome. I'd like to thank you all for coming out this afternoon to help us celebrate the men's swimming and diving team in their national championship last weekend. I think, as you know, this was a remarkable performance. We were out here last year, and it was wonderful to see you here last year. But last year, this was a story about a college that had finally lost after 31 years. It was a story about snapping the longest winning streak in NCAA championship history. This year, it's not about that. This year, it's about the Denison men's swimming and diving team. Pure and simple. This year, it's a story about 17 men, 14 swimmers, and 3 divers who qualified to go to nationals. It's about how those 17 men produced 56 All-American performances in swimming and diving. It's about a new national record in the 400-yard medley relay. It's a new national record in the 800-yard freestyle relay. It's a new national record in the 100-yard backstroke, a new national record in the 200 backstroke, a new national record in the 500-yard freestyle, and a new national record in the mile. Especially because this is about the Denison men's swimming and diving team. This year's championship is about head coach Greg Perini. It's about head diving coach Jason Glorious. It's about the 5 people who serve as assistant coaches or as sports psychologists for us: Rachel Slaughter, Matt Ency, Amanda Snyder, Alexa Robinson O'Neill, and Bill Mason. Now, it happens that I swim every morning at 7:30. When I get to the pool at 7:30, the second practice is finishing. One of them starts at 5:30. The second one starts at 6:30. One is for men, one is for women, and they flip. Wednesday mornings they don't have to swim. This is a remarkable group of individuals, a remarkable set of coaches. It's a program that's taken years to build, and it is a real honor to be able to come together today to celebrate them and to celebrate what is great about Denison athletics. And now, to make a few comments and to introduce Coach Perini, I'd like to welcome President Dale Noble.
So I'm glad to see that one of these guys still has their national championship caps, because when I last saw them, they were jumping into the pool and caps were flying everywhere. I was moving toward the exit because there was some talk about wouldn't it be fun if the president jumped in the water too. So you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Last year, these guys kind of, and those who graduated before them, kind of snuck up on us. Nobody, at least here on campus, they may have known, quite expected what was going to happen. I was reduced to peeking at my BlackBerry under my jacket at a Vail concert, as it was clear that they were just about to win the championship. And as you know, it was by 1 point. So this year I made sure that I was there. My wife Tina and I got over on Friday to see the last 2 days, and there was no suspense at all. But by the beginning of the last day, for sure, we could have flopped in the water, I think, and won. We didn't flop in the water. You heard that litany of individual championships and the team championship. And as Dr. Bateman, I think, described for us, we think of athletics at Denison as not something apart from the program of learning and growing, the academic heart of the enterprise. But it's very much a part of it. That the kind of self-discipline that one acquires as one grows in one's skills in swimming or in other athletic activities, the discipline of the team, the opportunity to work together, to take the instruction of a coach, all of that are critical to the kind of growth that we expect in a college education. And we think that people are better students for their engagement in these kinds of activities together outside of the classroom. I do want to put a shout out to the women's swimming and diving team. Earning a national third place and pretty darn close to second is not a mean accomplishment, and so I'm proud of both of our teams, men's and women's together. I would like to introduce, though, our chief interior decorator, or our interior decorator-in-chief. He's intent on decorating our new aquatic center with banners, and we'll have 2 of them at least by the time that new facility becomes available, and we hope to add to it. Coach Greg Perini, National Coach of the Year. Coach Perini.
I remember you guys. I not only saw you, I thought I smelled you up in the stands. But regardless, we appreciate your support, no doubt about it. I was sharing with some alumni, and we had a gathering on Friday night in Indianapolis, and I was sharing with them the group that a number of years ago, in response to a rash of firings in college football, a fairly popular figurehead commented that there are more good coaches out there than there are good programs. And I think the coach was commenting on the fact that it takes a great deal of support from an entire community to build a championship program. And it's no different here at Denison. It takes tremendous support from the Board of Trustees and from the administration, as well as the faculty, to make this all work. It takes great support from the student body to make this all work. And I think Denison exemplifies all that's really good about college athletics. I think this is a great story for Denison. It's a great story for this group of young men who will have the rest of their lives to reflect back on it. It's a great story for our parents and alumni. It's a great for everybody. But I think it's also really good for any team out there that has a dream, has a vision of trying to win, but doing it the right way, doing it the honest way, doing it with where integrity's the foundation of the program. And so these guys exemplify all that's great about college athletics, and I couldn't be prouder of them. I'm really indebted. I'm often thanked for all the things that the coaches are often thanked for all that we do for the athletes, but we're really the lucky ones to be working with such a great group of student athletes, and this includes my women as well. I mean, these are great students of the game. They're eager to learn. They're great competitors. But I'm really indebted to our senior class, Robert Berry, and Mike DeSantis, Dan Thurston, MJ Barzak, Phil Meyer, and Will Altman. Now, these guys embraced the vision that we've had for this program in a way that no class before it had. and they trusted in the process like no class ever had, and they've succeeded like no class ever has. So I'm indebted to you guys and appreciate it, and thank you, and you're leaving the program in a much better place than you left it. I want to thank my assistant coaches. I want to thank my support staff. Two people in particular I want to mention who were not mentioned earlier in Brad's comments, and that's Ashley Stambolis. Are you here, Ashley? Yeah. There she is back there. Ashley keeps us healthy, and we challenged her in big ways this year. And I also want to thank also our manager, Matt Mikowski, who was in charge of doing all the filming and the grunt work behind the scenes so that the coaches can go out and do their great stuff. So thanks, Matt. And one last shout out, that's to my wife and to my family. My wife back there, Alice, right there, and I got two of my 6 boys here, and that's Ted and Simon over there. Simon's picking dandelions over there. But without their love and support, I mean, they put up with a lot of hours away from home, and you know, I always come home in a great mood, and yeah, but anyway, thank you, appreciate it. One of the nicest compliments that we've gotten since the championship occurred about 5 minutes ago is I was out grabbing something to eat, and I had an alumnus come up with the 2011 National Championship shirt on, and he said, "Damn you, Perini, it's obsolete already." And I said, well, just make sure that you don't buy one with 2012 because that'll be obsolete soon too. This year's win, last year's win was great. Don't get me wrong, it was really cool. It was one of those ones that snuck up on us. It was holy cow, we did it. And then this year was more like, God damn, we did it. So I want to thank you all. I want to introduce my 3 captains, Robert Berry, Dan Thurston, and Michael DeSantis. But I want MJ to come up too. Phil, come up. Phil, yep, I want the other seniors up here. I'm going to leave it to them to close out the show, but thank you very much for your support.
Hi. All right, so I want to reiterate what Greg just said, mainly on how, you know, good program, good coach. It's hard to get both, but we do have both. A formula for a national championship is to have teammates who fight only for the team. It's regularly proven in all competitive levels that you can't have 1 or just 2 teammates that will solely carry the team. It takes every person involved to buy into the idea that if you put the team before yourselves, show an act of selflessness, then the ultimate goal will be attainable. However, the second a team strays away from that idea, that is the second that they compromise reaching the ultimate goal. When we were in Indianapolis, we won as one unit. And I can honestly say that there's no better feeling than winning as a team. No individual accomplishment, no nothing can beat winning as one team. The Big Red Swim program should not be compared to previous national championship teams because we won our titles in our own fashion. No one has had the challenges we've faced this year, and nor has any team shown the perseverance and hunger that we portrayed in the pool at Indianapolis. We want to make this program's name synonymous with winning. However, it's more important to us that we win each title the right way, not just for ourselves, but for our rich heritage of student athletes, our friends and family, and mainly for you guys, Denison and the community. To my teammates, I just want to thank you for all you've done and letting me leave as a champion. I could have not fought this battle without any of you. I really couldn't. And you have made my 4 years unforgettable, and I hope that you can keep our great traditions alive and well visible in the future. To my coaches, Greg, Matt, Rachel, Amanda, Alexa, Bill, Jason, I came to Denison hoping we had 1 chance at a title. Now we have 2 in a new pool. You guys are the best coaching staff in the entire country, Division 1, 2, 3, all of them. I could have not picked a better core group of leaders to help guide and educate the team and make us swimmers a well-oiled machine, because that is exactly what we are. To my fellow co-captains, Dan, Barry, Phil, MJ, you are the men who these younger swimmers look up to, and I'm sure the rest of the team would agree that without your guidance and national ability to lead the team, you've allowed us to become the best swimming program in the whole country. And I hope for these future classes that they will conduct themselves with the same act of selfless and humble manner that we all did in our past season. And you guys mean the world to me in this whole program. And as for 2013, you know, the 2012 shirt will be obsolete. But we have more difficult challenges ahead of us and for us in order to take home another title. But there is no off-season in swimming. We need to start now and start building on that 2012-2013 championship. I want to thank you all for all your support. Go Big Red.
I'd like to invite the rest of the men on the team and the coaches to come up to the platform, please.
Just a quick shout out. Son number 3's arrived. My son Gabe is in the background, who just returned from the National Ice Hockey Championships out in Utah. Well done, son.
Both Coach Perini and Michael DeSantis spoke about the fact that the 2012 championship T-shirt will be obsolete soon. But before we leave today, I want to ask you to join me one last time in congratulating these men and their coaches. They are, whether they become obsolete or not, they are a team that will never be forgotten. So thank you very much, men.
I just want to say thank you for coming out. Enjoy the rest of the day. Beautiful weather. Go Big Red swimming.
You gave them what they wanted. You guys, should we do a team? Can we get a team picture? See if we get Allison.
All right, and now we're all good. All right.
Shake it. Come here.
Yeah, Robert!
Gabe.
No, wait, he's not a catcher.